Goal here is to try to write it not as a fraction. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the top and bottom by something to manipulate this fraction. What do you guys think we should multiply it by? Yeah, I like that idea. Okay, so let's multiply the top by cosecant x minus 1 and the bottom by cosecant x minus 1. I'm not going to multiply the top out, but I will multiply the bottom out. The bottom is a perfect square, so it looks all pretty like it gives you cosecant squared x minus 1, and on the top we're just going to leave it as it is. Maybe we'll end up changing it later, but right now I'm just trying to get rid of that denominator, and this is cosecant x minus 1. Okay, so how can I rewrite the denominator? I mean, it looks like a Pythagorean identity, does it? Does it not? It looks like that one with the cosecant. I think it says 1 plus cotangent squared x. Is that right? What's in the denominator of cosecant? Sine. What's it on the denominator of cotangent? Okay, so I'm right. So cosecant squared x. Okay, cool. This is one of the Pythagorean identities, and if I subtract 1 from both sides, that means this bottom one equals, I could take that out. I could sub out this whole thing. And then I can write cotangent squared x. Ooh. So if that's cotangent squared x and I still have a fraction, I have not accomplished my goal yet, which is to get rid of the fraction. I want it to not look like a fraction. So I could divide one of these by cotangent squared x. Which one do you guys want to divide it by? I want to divide this one or this one? This one. I kind of want to do this one. Yeah, tangent. Okay, so if you just had these guys dividing those guys, and I don't have to do both. You know why I don't have to do both? Because it doesn't say plus right here. It's multiplication. So tangent squared x divided by cotangent squared x. Okay, I'm writing this out so you guys can see what's going on in my little brain. Tangent is also the same as sine squared x over cosine squared x. And the cotangent is the same as cosine squared x over sine squared x. So if you are dividing, you can multiply by the reciprocal. So you have sine squared x over cosine squared x times sine squared x over cosine squared x. So what do we get?
1.
We get, isn't this sine to the 4th x over cosine to the 4th x? Which is the same as tangent to the 4th x? Is everybody cool? Hold on, I'll answer your question in a second. I'm pretty confident that I'm right, though. I could be wrong. Okay, tangent to the 4th x, and then that is multiplying to cosecant x minus 1. Now, is there a fraction still? No. So I'm done. Could it look different than this? Yes, it could look different than this. As long as you don't have a fraction anymore.